Hello, hello, hello. Is anybody out there? Is this working? Anybody? Wow. Hello, 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 hello. Anybody? Is there anybody out there? Anybody in the chat? Can somebody type something? Or is the microphone not working? Hello, hello, Kate. Can you hear me? Or can you hear that? Hi, can you hear me? Ah, great. Is it too loud? Is it quiet? Is it not quiet? I don't really want to use this thing, but I'm testing something out. But it's very difficult in order to do it because obviously you can hear this on the table, right? Oh, good. How is everybody? All right. I have got, I don't know how all this nonsense works. Technology, right? Technology. But I really want to try something different, but all the color and everything is different. It's also hot. So if I turn this on, tell me if you can hear this. Can you hear that? That's my greatest. That's my greatest. That is the only trouble. Everything should be plugged in there and it's all wired round to here, so I'm having trouble. I don't really want to move everything. So I have 6 weeks off work and I am now finished. So I'm pleased in a way. But how is everybody? So I've kind of, I've done all the readings, well, a lot of the readings. So they should all be coming out soon. But I would rather do quite a few like this, but it's so different because normally I've got an iPad where that's sitting and I can see and everything else. But now I've got a screen here and I can't see myself doing it. It's so annoying. But I thought, well, if I check out the sound, because sometimes I've seen other tarot readers, they use these, but when they do this on the table, you can hear everything, and it's like it's got to be annoying, right? Kate, hello, bruv. Zeph, hi, how you doing? Loud and clear. So where's everybody from? Is anybody from the UK? Voiceover powers. Yeah, that's normally me with a big mouth, Kate. That normally happens. People normally tell me to shut up. Listen, you speak too much. You say too much. But the trouble is with this thing here, see, I don't like change. I normally just stick with the same old stuff. That's why I use the original right away. I think that I don't know, do people normally, when you watch tarot card readings, do you prefer, well, we've got someone from Canada. Hi. What do y'all lot say over Canada? I forget. About or something. What was I saying? Yeah, normally, what sort of cards do you prefer? Because me, I normally stick with right away. I think that you can't beat these. I think they tell so much more of a story, but sometimes people find them completely like different. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's why I always stick with moment, after, before, and before, after, and present. But I don't know. I normally like reading with these because I can tell quite a lot through them. I normally get too many cards. What was I going to do? I was going to show some others. But yeah, there's no great point to this apart from just saying hi to everybody. USA, London. What's it like in London, Kate? Or is it London, England? London, England. Hi, Jay. Jay Wisdom. How you doing, mate? You all right? Yeah. Good evening. Yeah, it is as well. What's the time here? Up at 6 at night. And I've just sold, I've just sold some of my equipment. So I'm actually going to be getting something else, but it's not turning up till the 10th of August. So I'm actually looking to make some more music. Is anybody watching the Angel Radio? What do you reckon? What have we got? Show Mandy Whitten. Sure, I know from somewhere. You're right. So, God, I mean, when I look at this, the colour is completely different. Well, I mean, I normally look ill anyway, but this camera, it's a Logitech. What the hell is it? Logitech something. But normally when you do all of this, not fighting, but normally when you shuffle, it's out of sync with the sound, and that's why I haven't been using it. I've probably had it for the last 2 years. But when you do this, it's got a delay on it. And it's so annoying because obviously when you're speaking, it's not kind of. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarian. What do you know? Shall we do a general reading for everybody? Angel Radio. Yes or no? Yeah, I've had some good feedback from that actually. Like I said to a lot of people, I'll kind of do a bit of a talk. Is to find something that you love in life, something other than people and things. It's just stuff that keeps you interested, and you can channel messages and things through music and passion and creation, and that's normally where I find a lot of my energy. Some people ask me why you're so full of energy a lot. It's because I have a lot of things that I do that keep me going. Do you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they base all their energy off negative things in their life and stuff like that. And so what you do is you just fill it with all positive stuff. And if everything around you is positive, then that's going to make you feel good and positive. And I do get a lot of questions sometimes, and they kind of say, how come you've got such high vibration a lot? Is because I try not to base it off thinking too much about people and stuff like that. Because when you think about people, what's the one thing that drives you nuts the most is when you're thinking about a person, thinking about the person, and then you think so negatively. But when you don't really have that to think about and you have objects, they keep you going, and it's a kind of like a calling and stuff like that too. But majority of that time, that's what keeps you burning, you know. Sort of got a big up Angel Radio. Yeah. So I thought the reason why I've done that is because when I make music, I use Ableton. I don't know if any of you are into music and stuff, but I use Ableton Suite. It's quite expensive, but when you make music, when I put it together, it's just. I thought, well, how am I going to incorporate loads of different music? And then I thought, well, Angel Radio. So you grab loads of stuff off the radio as if you're changing the station, and then you can hear loads of stuff. And then it goes into one track, and then changes the station, goes on to another track, and then changes the station and probably plays more or another one. So you can just extend it. Because when I'm making music, or when you do make music, is that you can get lost, because I can start making a piece and making a track, and then something else, and you think, oh God, that sounds even better than that one, but I don't want to lose that. So I just thought, we'll just make 2 or 3 different tracks in one, and just kind of do it as an Angel Radio. So trying to channel messages and see how that comes through that. I think that when you hear a piece of music and it just hits you there, you're just kind of like, man, there's nothing else that just kind of gets you kind of like, yeah, well, it does me anyway. All the tools and the technology help you along. Yeah. I know, like I said, I don't know if, see, I mean, I'm talking jargon here, but I've got a Korg wave station. And years ago, Korg did a thing called the actual wave station, but it was a very old machine. And they've now updated it, and it's a complete synthesizer, and it plays drums, voices, synth sounds, loads of different stuff. And I can't wait for that to turn up. I think it's the 10th of August. So as soon as that comes, there'll be some more stuff. But like I said, I am now off work. I'm finished. And I actually got a bottle of wine today, so I think I'm going to have a bottle of wine. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't drink. See, I can't drink being a medium. I'll fall on my ass within a couple of seconds. But I went into work today, and the mother said, "There you go. You can either pick red or white." Well, I can't drink white wine because it gives me heartburn. I don't know if anybody drink. Does anybody drink alcohol? Yeah, no, Jay. Love some synth. Yeah. Danduni. Yep. You do drink. Okay, I like red and white. Red wine goes to my head. Yeah, if I drink white wine, for some reason, I just get instant heartburn, and it's I just can't drink it. But if I drink red wedding, some of you could be getting married. Red is actually better. Warm. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I prefer warm, actually. I don't like chilled drink. But I haven't had a drink in ages, to be honest. The last time I did, I made a complete fool of myself and came home early. Me, when I was younger, there was nothing that I probably didn't do. But now, if I have a drink now, I hit a brick wall within instant. And my energy level is so high, and then all of a sudden it just goes, and I just crash like really quickly. So I don't. Who else have we got? Is everybody from America, or we've got two people from Canada? I'm trying to think what it is that you say in Canada. Something like that, isn't it? About. Be careful, don't drink it too fast. 30% a second. Let's see what it is. Y'all going to see my messy room, but I am a guy, and I don't do a lot of tidying stuff up. I'm not into all the crystals and all that sort of stuff. Blossom Hill. Has anybody had a Blossom Hill? Soft and fruity. That sounds dirty. See, you drink all that, and it probably will be soft and fruity. Well, this is advertised as well. My advertisers are going to love me. We're going to take that one down. South Africa. Oh, wow. Very fruity. So do you get that where you are? You ever heard of Blossom Hill? I think it's okay. Or is she a cheapskate? What did she buy me? What did you buy me? But it was nice. I miss the kids. When it comes to 6 weeks holidays, you kind of like miss those kids that you pick up every day. So, but to be honest, a lot of people had 4 or 5 months off, and then went back for a couple of weeks, and then another 6 weeks off. Jared Paul, good morning. Oh, hi. Morning. Oh, I suppose it is morning. Like when in the morning. Like when in the morning. Yeah, I do. I used to. No Blossom Hill here. Yeah, I don't think it's more like a Merlot. Has anybody heard of Merlot? Oh, Merlot. That's definitely British. It's Merlot, yeah. I've never heard of it. Let's see. Tons of wine everywhere. Yeah, I'm not really of a wine connoisseur, to be honest. I used to just like lager and, well, other things that didn't really relate to alcohol, to be honest. You should try. Yeah, like I said, I really can't drink. I do, but does anybody drink alone? If you drink, do you drink alone? Or do you have to drink with people? It's pronounced Merlot. Yeah, well, it's here in Britain, we call it Merlot. Yeah, Merlot. Equivalent to the furlough that you don't get from the government. Listen, Boris Johnson now is well, what on earth is going on with the government? Is everybody still suffering from this pandemic of the fake crap that they actually want to pump into people or just give them more? What's your opinion on this coronavirus rubbish anyway? Do you think, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a lot of my opinion. We're going to go into a little bit of politics now. But I think, I was saying this to someone, but what's the shot that you used to get here when you was a kid? When you're a kid? And they pump you full of stuff, and so, okay, line up, let's just pump you full of that. You see, I think that during these tests, using us as subjects, is when they normally Yeah, I mean, we do in the UK as well, Jared. You know, I think everybody's kind of gone a little bit ballistic. But to be honest, when the government start causing loads of strife, who's the people to blame? Normally us, and we're the people that keep the economy going, right? So what's going to happen without the economy? But I think that when we were kids and stuff like that, who knows what these people injected into us to make us say, you know, it's all right just to turn up, you've got to have this TB or whatever injection and whatnot. And then the bigger plan is that if everybody gets out of control and there's too many people in the universe and there's too many people that are sponging off the government, say, or that need help or they're very ill and it starts getting out of control and we can't control these rats, then pretty much it's kind of like, well, we'll give them this injection and then later in life we can just add something to that and we'll just get rid of a few. That's quite, you know. But that's my view of it. But I try to be honest, I try to stay out of all the politics and stuff and the arguing around people because I don't think we'll ever win. I see politics really as icons. Anybody, any president or anything like that, I think that people are just face icons and they're just used as a tool to take the blame like humans do. We normally take loads of blame from people and say, all right, bruv, do you want that? Well, we'll stick you in there and we just need you to say all this stuff so you get the blame and the hatred, cause a load of distraction, and then we'll focus on I could really get quite deep into that, so it's probably not the best place to talk about that on live. I think it's an infection, not a virus. Yeah, just my opinion. That explains why the inflammatory medication works. Yeah, sure. Is anybody going to take this apparent cure or the test subjects of a possible cure that's not really there? I mean, I know I won't. Do you think this is all like a hidden plan to take out the less fortunate? I do, to be honest, Jared. I do. Yeah, I do. Stupid. That's probably all of us gone then. Yeah, I know. I think it is. You know, I mean, the UK. In the UK, we have the NHS, and the NHS is suffering because here you don't even have to have a job, man. You don't have to have a job. You just go to the dole centre and you can just turn up, rock up, say, all right, brother, I ain't got a job. So, all right, we'll give you a load of money. You can go home and sit on your backside for a while and not do out, and we'll pay you, but we just need you to keep popping in looking for a job. Well, you can just go in there and say, look, I'm not fitted for this. It's not right for me. Blah, blah, blah. I need some money. And there you go. You know, and there's a house, there's a home, there's money in order for you to live. You know, you can support your family and you've got a nice little council place and we'll set you up nicely there. People work the system, I suppose, in every country. But in the UK, we really suffer with the NHS. It's good because, like, if you go to the chemist, I know this, I think this is in different countries, but if you go to the chemist here, you can get a prescription of any drug because you go to the doctors, they'll write you a prescription. That's £6.50 to £7 for the prescription. That's all you have to pay. It's just £7 and you get all of this prescriptions. You can have 5 prescriptions and you pay like, I think 7. I haven't had one in ages because I'm just mental anyway. But yeah, you can like £7 and that's it. You don't have to pay like hundreds of dollars for tablets. You just pay £7 and that's it for the month. You get your tablets, you go back, you pay another £7, you get another bag full. So that is actually a benefit for a lot of people. So they don't, you know, so if there's an illness and whatnot, I mean, I don't believe in tablets really. I think it depends. It depends if people are ill, you know. But the NHS, £9 in London. It might be £9, Kate. Yeah, like I said, I haven't. Wow, I can't even remember when I was ill. Well, apart from seeing dead people and talking to spirits, but I tried headache tablets, but that was really just awakenings. So that didn't work either. But yeah, touch wood, I can't remember the last time I was ill, which was, like I said, it's all in the mind. I think a lot of it is just fed by negative vibrations and thoughts. And, you know, if everybody feels down in the dumps, the first thing you do is start feeling real bad, right? So if you've got a great positive mindset and stuff like that, I'm just kind of like, bro, get over it. Do you know what I mean? Just move on and get over it. You know. So, but that's the way it is. But yeah, so you can hear through this then, right? Because if this is good, I might start doing more of it. Because like I said, I've got 6 weeks off. I'm trying to think what to do with a plan. And exactly, it takes That takes me not ordered. Yeah, I know. That's the dream. Have free prescription, Steve. Yeah, I know, but I haven't followed too much about what Boris is doing. But something on Faceache, you know that thing called Faceache? Is it Faceache or something? Facebook. Yeah, people are posting off and going into all this, and I'm looking at it, and I think, what on earth are you lot are arguing about? And everyone's like, no, because I think that he's going to do this, and I think he's going to say and do, and I'm like, oh man, what on earth do you really know? What on earth do you really know? I was withdrawing from drugs like a month ago, and I must have had coronavirus because of the pain that I never felt before, but yeah. It was just the drugs. Jared, trust me, I've been there. Trust me, a lot of people know about my life, and we are live, so I can't really say too much. But trust me, I've been down many a road. And Facebook, yeah, Facebook, that's the one, Facebook. But yeah, I mean, I've done things, put them in a bin, got them back out, worn it more, got holes in it, threw it away, missed the t-shirt, got it back out, went back, went forward, went back, discovered that didn't work. So then, just continued to do it until I was like, you know what, this is just not my lifestyle. And then went into counselling and counselling people and community work and all that sort of stuff. So, I think it does take you down that kind of road, right, Jared? But fair play, Jared, takes some strength. It does. You know what? It takes a lot of strength also to people to admit addictions. And to be honest, there is a lot of tarot community people that have suffered through, not a lot, but a few. And it takes a lot of strength to actually admit a lot of things that you've done in life, because a lot of people, they are made to feel like that it's a shame. You think, oh, wow, what, you're a drug addict? You know, or what, you've been a drug addict? You know, and it makes people shy away from a lot of people at the start. And then when you can admit that, you can admit that to yourself, and you can admit your mistakes, and it really doesn't matter. But yeah, it's parcel of life, really. That human beings, they need some kind of outlet, and it's normally the best thing to suppress feelings. Normally, yeah, good. So shall we have a look at some coffee? I actually look really ill. Well, I normally look ill anyway, but the colour is different. But I've got no idea how to work all this stuff. Like I said, I bought this and this camera probably about a year ago, and it's just been sitting there not using it. So I normally use an iPad. It's just so much easier because you just click the button. It's got its own microphone and everything else, and then you just do that. It's just so much easier. What have we got? Have we got moderators in here? No. Show. Give up weed 6 months ago, smoke heavy since. I know, all I can think about actually now is actually having a cigarette. It's kind of like one of those, man, I've been trying to stop smoking for ages. I actually bought, well, I don't even know where it is. One of those smoking machines, vape. Well, it's so difficult to give up the cigarettes. I think that's one of the most difficult things out there. Is me, I'm on a diet at the moment. As soon as the pandemic hit, man, it's kind of like I've got to start losing some weight. Well, I'm losing it, but I was kind of like, it's just with me, and everybody must feel this way, right? When this pandemic hit, all I could feel was so much depression. That's all I could feel, and I'm just don't get depressed. But I felt so much depression and just that, you know what, and just start eating and smoking and I was going off the rails. And I was like, why on earth are you doing that? And it was obviously when the universe starts killing itself and everybody else starts, it's kind of like, I just felt all of that, I think. And I had one of those complete moments where I was like, start smoking, eating, just, you know, going off the rails like I used to. And being a Pisces anyway, is so difficult in order for addiction. Because I do things to excess. If I do it, I'm like in. So, yeah. But let's see. I actually like this, the fact that I can read people's stuff and actually talk to them. You know, I prefer to do that. Blindness, yeah. Where's Kate? I think a lot of us went through that when the pandemic hit. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I just hit the burgers, man. I was like, right, where's the takeout? But I tell you what, these are dangerous, man. I'll show you some British food, and I am really trying not to eat them. I've had them here for a while. Have anyone ever seen those peanut butter? What is it? Natural Valley peanut butter. It's like a biscuit with peanut butter. Man, these things are lethal. It just keeps like I'm looking at it to go, bruv, you're right. Eat me. Like, no, I don't know. It's like, go on, eat me. It's like, no, I'm not eating it. No, but man, they've been sitting there for a while, and yeah, they are so tempting. But I'm like, no, I'm not eating it. I'm not talking anything about. Yeah, I know. Midnight snack right there. Yeah, I know. Yeah, me, I'm normally crashed out though. Mind you, I've been watching things on Netflix. To be honest, it's the Netflix thing. I don't know what it is. It's about UFC. It's not actually UFC, but it's fighters. Man, it's got addiction in it. It's got love in it. It's got loads of drama in it. It's got fighting in it. It's got man, it's good. I don't know if anyone's seen it. I can't think what it's called because I actually took it off. But it's something to do with UFC and it's on Netflix. So yeah, I've been watching that, and I think there's 3 or 4 seasons of that, and I like it when there's loads of seasons of something because I can just sit back, just like, right, I'm gonna have that. Normally, I do a reading for an hour, sit back, watch 20, 30 minutes of that, and then do another reading. I get up in the middle of the night, rumbling through the cupboards. Yeah, I know. That's what they used to call that, secret lemonade drinker, right? I'm a secret lemonade drinker. Our whites. So let's see, collective messages. We'll just see what comes out. Any collective messages for anybody? I'd rather just do a talk, to be honest. It's really just, what I have done, what I will say is to everybody, so you could be dealing with a Leo, but is that for the tier members of tier 2, what I've done is, I thought that I would put the beginning part out, so the 1st to the 15th. So you've got August coming out on here, and then the same normally happens. But I'm actually going to put the 1st to the 15th out on YouTube, but it'll be past and present, and then the future will be over there. So you're going to get more readings this month. Keep my snacks in my bed, so the table safe for travelling in the dark and stupid. Yeah, I know. That's normally when you fall over and kick the dog, right? What are you doing in here? So let's see. Collective message. So someone is all up in their head. That is so where I'm from. Man, it's all up in it. All up in your head. Let's see. Collective messages. What's going on with the collective? I need a new deck, to be honest. Some of you are thinking about studying. Some of you are trapped in some of you are trapped in the biggest confusion of I think they call that marriage, right? These are 2 people that are really not getting on because they're smothering each other. It's kind of like, you're right, bro, what are you doing? I said, no, I've got no time to pay attention to you. You're just going around in circles. I've got no idea what you want. So that's everybody though, right? I think, what's everybody really think of relationships? I mean, come on, right? Come on. When you think about marriages, majority of people that I know in my life that are married, and I'm a sister and things like that, man, they're at each other's. It's like, bow. I'm like, man, you're like married? Really? Yeah. But that's the sentence right there, pretty much. So that's your marriage. Right? The person that you hate, the person that you just can't get away with. Can't get out of, right? But you've got Leo, so this would be Leo, right? Because it's 8, so it would also be an Aquarian. So it would be a Leo with Aquarius moon. This could be Aquarius or Gemini, right? But trapped into a commitment with someone that makes you feel uncomfortable, pretty much. Collective makes you feel uncomfortable. It makes you feel that when you get up to, like we said, go in the snack cupboard and all that sort of stuff, that you've got to creep round because you don't want them to know that you've come out the door. So it's pretty much like behind closed doors, everything might be fine, but behind closed doors, when you get up to go and get those Nature Valley bars and kick the dog, it's like, damn, I kicked the dog. I didn't mean to kick the dog because now I've woke up the husband and man, what on earth is he going to say? What is he going to say? What is he going to say, or what is she going to say when I go and get those Nature Valley bars? Right? I haven't found anyone that'll actually marry. Been engaged twice. Yeah, I know. I want a husband. But every dude I met always expects to put away. Yeah, I know that one, mate. I don't know. I think people put a lot of stress on marriages because when you're married, you have that ultimate bond, and it's just it's just a piece of paper. And I've said this in a lot of the readings that people can stay in unhappy circumstances that they put themselves in. They're feeling trapped that they just can't get out of it. And normally that's because of a marriage, and normally that's because of children that people put. See, if you look at children, right, if you see them as what you was when you was a kid and that stuff that you wanted to do and you had dreams and things like that, it doesn't matter about your karma because you're going to be anything. You're going to be that same person and experience that anyway, right? So you can be in an unhappy relationship or marriage and say have kids together, and you think, I'm not going to separate because I don't want to destroy the kids. But the kids are going to grow up thinking, well, is this how relationships and marriages are? Because this is what I'm seeing. So they're unhappy, so I'm unhappy. And then if you make that final break and think, okay, I'm going to put myself first, you'll be known as selfish because everybody does when you put yourself first, right? When you put yourself first, everyone's going to hate you and think that you're making a mistake and you don't. But the children, they're going to have the same experience in life, whether you're with that person or not. It will still be an outcome of something that's going to hurt when you put yourself first. But your life expectancy, things change in your life, and you end up being leader subtype intoriate person because you show the way. You show strength by proving it, right? By doing it. But by staying in unhealthy circumstances, it's normally when people are just so smug and they don't know what to do here. So you've kind of got that, I don't care what he says, I'll do what I want. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That is good. That is good. What's that song? Do what you want from me. I want to keep snacks in bed, so let's see. Continue on this reading. But it's good when you can do what you want, because when you feel that you can't do what you want, you just get into that notion of like, you end up getting frustrated and you end up getting fed up not being able to do what you want to do, right? So see, the sun definitely shines out of someone's backside, that's for sure. But this is all about family. So you've got Leo energy here. But it's all about the family. Hey, Super Briny. How you doing? Yeah, but this is all about family business. It's all up in the family. All the family. Oh man, I've gone through some. I can't even explain my karma around control. You know, when you come home and you find someone whispering and saying loads of stuff about you, the reason why you're not talking. But the reason why I don't talk is because of control. There you go, Steve. No, I'm not on a rant. No, but me, I can't bear being controlled. And when you look at your chart is going to tell you exactly who you will be in the things that you will experience. Okay, and if you really go into those houses, they'll tell you what you was like as a child and what you'll be midlife, and then what you will be as a crisis for later on, right? So that will map out your whole life. So your expectancy of your energy is just going to be the same anyway, right? You're just going to have experienced those. Let's see. Collective reading. So you're in a family situation here that's making you feel uncomfortable for a lot of people. This is really where someone is looking at their shiny thing. It's my shining relationship. So I said someone shines. The shining. Shy away though. Shying away. As if I'm shy. Show me a collective reading, please, for the people that are watching. What's going on with them? Wheel of Fortune. 10, there's a move for a lot of you. You've got a metaphysical connection with someone at a distance here because you've got 2 10s. So there's a metaphysical soulmate. So everybody knows about metaphysical soulmates, right? 6 of Cups would be an actual relationship. 2 of Cups would be a metaphysical connection with someone that you see. You see that it's a struggle, and you see that probably the situation that you're in could well be a struggle because the leading card is 8. So it feels like, well, I kind of know what to do. This is someone that has a clear vision and a clear path of knowing what to do, but they're still in a circumstance of being trapped in that, which is why I think that that is an actual relationship or a marriage. This would also be a commitment at a college as well, and a school, or dedicated to work. Yeah, that's me. Let's see. Gemini, there's the Gemini in a pie. Gemini. Here's Johnny. Yeah, I know. It's shining, right? Here's Johnny. Yeah. Yeah, that came out for quite a few readings actually. Did anybody watch the second one? The what was it called? It wasn't what the first one was called. It was Doctor Sleep. Does anybody watch Doctor Sleep? Because it wasn't called what the first one was, right? The Shining. It was actually called Doctor Sleep. Did anybody watch that? That was brilliant, man. That was great. Ewan McGregor. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. But there's Geminis in pie. 6 of Cups, there you are, Gemini. Your relationship. But there could be a metaphysical and a physical relationship here, because that's what I said, 6 and 2, metaphysical, physical. Right? But you've got Leo, Gemini, it could be Gemini, Libra. You've got physical and metaphysical connection. You've got something that's a burden that's making you feel tired, because you've got 2 of Cups, which is more of an energetic pull of being tired. Right? For a lot of you. What's this? 8 of Swords. This is, to be honest, this is diabolical, this reading. I'm halfway through it and I'm thinking, man, what on earth are you doing? Yeah, there's quite a few readings that are all being done and they're all coming out, but some people have got some very, I really wanted to put them together because there was Sagittarius. There's any Sagittariuses in the house and Cancerians, because there was a lot around drinking and a car, and I, you know me, I start like going when I channel something, and I really don't like giving out those messages, but there was a few people that I know in my life with this name, and it started coming up and I was like, oh wow, that's not a good message, but you will see them when they come out. Yeah, I know, but I have to have the fan on. That's my greatest, and it is hot. So it's a condenser mic, so it should only come through this end. I don't know. At another time I'll move the fan over there. The fan follows me everywhere, man. What do you do? Thank you, Bridget. Virgo in the house. Yeah, it is the fan. It sounds when you still sound when you moved it. Okay, yeah, it would do, because the fan is pointing right at condenser mic there. And I don't know how you work this thing, because you don't speak it at the top of these, you speak it at the side of it. Right. So if I do that, welcome. Oh wow, that sounds like completely like you're right. Welcome. I think I've only ever gone live once before, and I did it from a laptop, and that is one of the most awful speakers and cameras that you could possibly ever imagine. But yeah. Can you hear that more? These are quite good microphones. Like a cool girl, yeah. Hello, how you doing? You all right? That's a sleaze bag there. Has anybody out there ever had someone say, "You're right, how you getting on?" That's normally someone at a bar, right? You know when you walk into a bar or a boozer, or what do you call a bar, right? But a pub. Someone's like, "You're right, how you getting on?" You go, yeah, good, bruv. Well, not when you're next to me. Well, that's that. You see, that's the joke card. All right, how you getting on? What are you wearing? I'm wearing clothes, bruv. What are you wearing? Oh, listen, I was going to do a comedy sketch of tarot because I have got like yeah, I can I have to really calm it down when I do this. I used to be very aggressive doing tarot card readings. But let's see what that 8 wants, right? Let's see that 8. 2. Libra. There you are, Libras. Another connection issue. Lion Kate, how you doing? Thank you so much. Eventually, we are live. And yeah, thank you for moderating. I really do appreciate that. And I'm sorry about that you burnt your hand of a prediction. And also, how's your brother? How's your brother? I hope that he's fully recovered. Yeah, I hope he's fully recovered. Strange about the predictions, though, right? It even freaks me out sometimes when I predict things because I've heard my own name in it. Sometimes I'm like, "Oh, does that mean Steve? Does that mean me or another one?" And then I think someone did let me know that no, I know Steve, and I'm like, "Wow, that's confusing me." And sometimes I get freaked out when I hear it. King of Swords. So Libras, there is a decision to make. You feel trapped. You don't really. It's possible, Libra, but it's kind of like I don't really know because I am in a circumstance where I have to make a decision. So it's up to me to make it. The King of Swords is the Magician. Oh, there's someone there that's waiting. I've been waiting for a girl like you to come into my life. Yeah, waiting on someone hand and foot though. Oh, excuse me. Man, I'm really not polite. Me, I'm sort of, yeah. 7, 8, 9. Someone single, ready to mingle, because the Magician is a single person, independent person, just waiting. So, I used to see this card as "Spread your wings and fly away." Should have been sweeping up the Emerald Bar. When I first had an awakening, I actually spoke to Freddie Mercury, believe it or not, and the songs were coming in. Man, does anybody on here really know what it's like to have a spiritual awakening? Right? Does anybody know what it's really like to have a spiritual awakening? And how vulnerable that you can feel, and how confused that you can get, and emotions. I don't know if a lot of people know, but when I first started waking up, the first thing that made me cry was that I actually see an angel in the sky. It wasn't a physical angel; it formed from clouds, and I was waking up, and I was having so many awakenings back then. And I can remember driving along, and there was something. It was "How to Be Dead" by Snow Patrol, and I forget how the song goes. I think that I'm crazy if I tell you the truth. But great song. And I was listening to all these spirits, and I said, "Well, show yourself then." Okay. And then within, I don't know, 2 minutes, I was driving, and I heard this voice, "Okay, look up." That's what I heard spiritually, like what I do channel now. And I looked up, and there was this huge figure of an angel, but just what I could see in clouds. And it was massive, and it actually had a cap on, and it had its head turned to the left. And I bawled out crying, man. That was when I first was having like a lot of spiritual awakenings, and I was seeing colors, and man, it is such a trip. It really is. You really start questioning your own sanity after a while. But Snow Patrol, yeah, Snow Patrol. Right there, I'm crazy if I tell you the truth. It's all about drugs. It's something, but what a great song, man. But please don't go crazy if I tell you the truth. Yeah, that was it. And it was like, please don't go crazy if I tell you the truth. And then I said, okay, show yourself. And well, lo and behold, I went crazy. I went crazy. Never been there myself. I wake up angry. That's why I'm sleeping a bit emotional as I get as close to an awakening I've ever been. Yeah. Well, you can have different kinds of awakenings. I'm not going to get crude. I am not going to get crude on here. Yeah. I don't know. I suppose it's a written path for people. My life path is 7, so that's the tower. So I have them all the time. I've probably had 60, I think now, and it just keeps happening. It's your hearing can go as well. The last awakening that I had, my my hearing went. Sorry, it's just made me think of something. But my hearing went, and it was. I was questioning. I was kind of going deaf at the time, and then it came back, and then I could hear spirit a lot better. So awakenings can actually go different ways. Your hearing will be sensitive because they want you to hear a different frequency. Everything works off a frequency. What they say, like a dog whistle and stuff like that, you can't hear it, but a dog can. And a hearing aid and stuff like that, it's because of the same with meditation. When you make meditation music, it's because there's a certain oscillator that vibrates at a certain frequency in the left ear and a frequency that goes to the right ear. And that's how they make meditation music. It's because it's off balance. So sometimes when you see me making music and you hear that, it's just like that. And it's what they use for hearing aids, okay? But a frequency oscillator is pretty much exactly the same as spiritual awakenings. It just opens up your ears so you can hear a certain frequency. But a bit of trivia there, I don't know if any of you realize how you make meditation music, is that it has to have a certain pitch at hertz. And that's why it's just so many hertz. And when you make it, it's because a vibration in the left ear has to be different to the right ear. So when you've got headphones on, if you ever listen to my music or other music, it's really important to listen to it with headphones on. Okay, good headphones. But it's because it vibrates at a different frequency from one ear to another. It's just the same as spirit, and it's just the same as your vibration and your frequency. When you're at high frequency, you can create anything, you know. It's a clairvoyance level or bringing in different pitches. Yeah, different pitch. Yeah. I don't think you can do live. Yeah, me too, Kate. I thought I'd try it out. I'm just blabbering about some sort of nonsense that's down here. But I really wanted to try out this thing. Like I said, I've now finished my 6 weeks holidays. I'm now off. And I thought, you know what, if I can get this live rig going up, because I've had this equipment for a long time, that I can actually start talking to people and actually do some live stuff. So, but it's very difficult when you're going on here, setting it up, thinking it's just go live, and all of a sudden you're on live, and all of a sudden you got something in your hand, you think, oh shit, I'm on live. So you got to be very careful when you're in that live button, because that comes straight on, and you can be doing anything. So that's normally why I don't like it. But yeah, anyway, so let's see the sun. Here comes the sun, little darling. So more music hopefully on the way. Four of Wands. Some of y'all got that twin flame. That old twin flame, man. The pesky twin flame. Is anybody going through the twin flame journey? No, not the twin. I get a song in a reading yesterday. Oh, did you? Who watches anybody else? Is anybody watching any other channels? What's your favourite channel? What's your favourite channel? Angel Radio. Yeah, I can do a bit more of that hopefully. I've got some more stuff coming up. I've actually just sold some equipment. I've got one more piece left to sell. Just commodity really. I normally buy a load of stuff and don't use it. That's typical me, Gemini Moon, man. I get loads of toys and I'm kind of like, ooh, what's that new shiny thing? I'm going to get one of those. I'm like, I can't use that. It's like, but yeah, I got some new stuff coming. Rich Loop and Tyler. Yeah, I think I've heard of those. Well, I've heard of Tyler. Tyler's tarot is Aries, right? Tyler's tarot, yeah. Whoa, it's Mama Jam. Steve and Dave. Oh yeah, my spirit guys, Dave. Spirit guide, man, yeah, Dave, I forgot about Dave. Right, Dave. Everybody's called Dave. Listen, in Britain, you're either called John, Dave, or Smith. One or the other. Cheers, Jad. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, there's loads of tarot readers out there now. You know, there's a lot of people doing well. Okay, you channel it. Yeah. Yeah, I think it changes. You know, I used to just read straight up cards, and then I don't know, your the way that you do it just seems to change, and I just enjoy channeling more than, like I said before. I did tarot. I did 7-year stint of channeling through pen and paper, and just did it on the vlog. Is everybody over on Becoming the Change over on Facebook? But that was the one thing. No one beats tarot. Thank you. Yeah, I used to esoterically write stories and stuff, and realised that I was channeling spirit messages, and it took me a little while to grasp what that was, and then taught a load of stuff that I've took down everywhere now. There's a load of old videos that I used to just stand up and just babble out loads of rubbish, and yeah, and then went into esoteric writing, and then 2 years ago, 3 years ago, how long has this channel been going? 7 Tarot. 2 or 3 years? 2 years. Yeah, it must be 2 years, right? I think. But we're not doing too bad. I think we're going down a little bit, but we're going up to about 10,000, I think. But we're good. We've got a good little crowd, right? But yeah, it's difficult, to be honest. It's very difficult doing these readings live, because I'd rather just talk, to be honest. Queen of Pentacles. Cancerian. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer. So I'll tell you what's best. Who are you dealing with? Who are you dealing with? Let's do out some free stuff. Does anybody want to know a question? Is there anything that anybody really wants to know? As the latest Awakening Spirit, the stories I wrote on my own. Yeah, the one thing that I did is that I had to stop listening to a lot of people that were saying stuff, because it wasn't in any malicious way. It was just that it was affecting what I was hearing. And the one thing that I don't like to try or do is really to copy people. So I realized that a lot of stuff that I was hearing, it was changing my own belief, you know, and that I realized by listening to other people, I didn't want to copy what they were saying or doing. So I really just stopped a lot of that and just really just listened to spirit and just try to understand what they were saying. And when I did that, I realized that my visions were kind of changing. Lotto numbers, please. Okay. Leo, liar, liar. Yeah, that's a good film, though. Lotto numbers. So add up. I did this with someone once. Add up your life path number, right, and then all of your numbers within your. I suppose you've all tried this, though, right? You know, I don't know. I don't do lottery. I don't know. I prefer to earn it, really. But yeah, add up your life path number, your soul urge number. I mean, mine's 8. So that's why I get so confused, because of life path 7, soul urge 8. It's just, oh man, they're difficult numbers. Yeah, like watching too many tarot videos. That's my sign. Oh, my sign. Yeah. See, some people, they're addicted to watching so many channels, and I don't like people to say, look, don't go and watch them and don't do it, because people, you know, you can't tell people not to cross watch and to not do this and to not, because people are free to do whatever they want, you know. But it really is not great to watch too many channels and one after the one. And I would never be one to say don't do that, because when I was going through a lot of karma, that's all I did, man. I was watching channel after channel after channel after channel after channel, going for another one, and it was too much. And yeah, it's not great to watch so many, you know. But yeah, I wouldn't say to you don't go and watch channels. You know, you've got to have a good mindset when you're watching. You know, depends what you're watching for. That's why I try not to focus on love so much, and just try and do. You see, because I've always believed, and this is true, is that your soul groups of people will show you a lot more about what you really ought to do. You know, with your lives, is that your life is in cards, and when you draw out a load of cards. And even if you do you versus them, because they're general, and when people just stick with love, I think that if someone's not really experienced within tarot and understanding what that is, you can have that opinion of like, yeah, it's him, it's her, or it's, yeah, you're right, because it really does sound right, and they are this way, and it's my love. But there are so many instances in your life that can happen that you miss, and it's really because it's about children or a partner or a mother or a father or something that's going to happen, you know, and you take your focus and you're shifting it, and some people can just think, yeah, that's my love life and that's that, and actually make it happen, you know. And the last thing that you want to do is make anything negative happen in your life. You really want to look for the positive things, and that's why I try to stick with money and drama. We all like a bit of drama though, right? I gotta admit, I do like a bit of drama. I don't looking for love. It will find a way to be. It will be. Yes, it will be. It will be. What to be? You better than EastEnders 7. Yeah, EastEnders. Yeah, I've still watched that down at London. You right there, Tiffany? Otherwise, it's easy to be looking for love in all the wrong places. Yeah, when you're not love. What's the love walked in through my door? But when you're not looking for it, it just more or less slaps you straight up the face. You're like, wow, what have I just walked into? I wasn't even thinking about it. Yeah, because you're not, you know. Things happen when you least expect it, and that's when you're really not got an expectancy. The worst thing that you can ever have is an expectancy of something working and putting too much on it as an expectancy that this is going to work, 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 this is going to work. Why is it not working? Why is it not working? You can't fail if you don't have an expectancy of anything working in life. You know, if you do something to your best passion and you put all that in and don't have an expectancy, if you're really worried about something, you know, don't put so much pressure on something working out and an expectancy onto it, because you're expecting things to fail physically within your head. And to manifest success, you let feelings just flow, okay? And when it flows, it goes. So it goes out and it comes in. So when things are flowing easily, don't put too much expectation on it, a burden, to let things happen and take its natural course of natural, well, people say law of attraction, but I get fed up with hearing the word law of attraction. I prefer manifesting, really. That's what I prefer as a word, is manifesting. It's not really law of attraction. It's the law of the universe of things. And when we have too much expectancy of people to do or feel the way we want them to, when we don't have any expectations, is normally when stuff happens. You know? What is the universe bringing next? So what is the universe bringing to us all next? What's going to happen in the world? I'll tell you what I was going to do, and I backed out from it because I didn't know if I'd get in trouble. But I was going to do readings for the I don't know, someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something. I don't know. So like a person, just like a famous person. I was going to start doing readings for those, but I just thought, I don't know, because it's personal for people's lives and whatever. Meatloaf, yeah. Well, what's a Meatloaf song? Do you believe in manifesting? Obviously, yes. But I have a little shoebox. I put my written manifestations in. Full moon. To be honest, Jared, I don't believe in that, and I've tried it. Like I said, there are not many things in life that I haven't tried. But yeah, it just depends what you believe in. You know, if you really believe in it, then you're none the wiser to say that you can't. But writing something on a bit of paper and thinking, okay, I'm going to burn it and send it off to the moon, you know, it's more people that are using YouTube as a tool in order to get, you watch these and they've got 100,000 subscribers or views on manifesting through a bit of paper, and then you've got to use a white candle, you can't use a black one or whatever, and it's got to be red or white, and you got to burn it at a certain time, and it can only be 2 days before the. I mean, oh, come on, man! It is poppycock, really. But I mean, like I said, I want to say that people shouldn't, or whatnot. But manifesting, like I said, don't have any expectations on it, and don't put too much pressure on outcomes. It's normally around money and things like that, and success. It's if you don't put too much expectations and too much pressure onto the universe in order for them, because you can have what you want in life when you don't get let down. Because the universe can throw a curveball at you suddenly, and you can think, okay, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. I'm going to put so much tension, it's going to happen. And then it's like, well, it's not happening yet, it's not happening yet, it's not happening yet. And you soon go into that mindset of, it's happening, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, or it's not happening, or it's not happening. And your vibration and your head will go up and down and up and down. And you'll be like, well, why is it not happening then? And then you go into the whys and the whens, and then you're like, well, you know what, it's no point me even trying anymore then, because I'm not getting anywhere. And all of this stuff's supposed to work. So the brain will take on so many negative yeses and nos that when you really just do something and you don't have any expectation, and you really just do that at your best ability and just throw it all out there to the universe to just deal with it, that's normally the best expectation that you can have, is just to forget about it, right? But really what we're looking at is people that are finding love and they really want it, or jobs and money, really, is to not have an expectation of a person to be everything in life, because you put too much burden on them to be something. If you're energetically connected with someone and you're thinking, you know what, that I've got all of these expectations for you to be this supernatural twin flame from out of space, and that life is going to be so perfect when that happens, the karmic illusion can really make you feel that. And you're not to blame through feeling those kind of feelings. When you have karma, it's more about stabilizing your emotion. When you have stable emotion, that's when you can really start to manifest, because your feelings create your thoughts, as your thoughts create your feelings in tandem. So when everything is aligned right within your chart at a time, then your feelings and emotions will be stable, because there will be no expectation of an outcome. So you're physically letting the law of the universe work in your favor, because you're not fighting against any kind of expectation that you want, right? So when you don't want or need for anything, that's when you'll get everything, right? Is that you don't put too much pressure onto people. And definitely people that are dealing with with fixed signs, right? I'm like manifesting positivity. If you keep putting out positive vibes, positive things, it will happen. Yeah, sure. What you give, you're never perfect, but it's important to notice the good things. Of course it is. You have to notice the good things that are right in front of your eyes, because, it's just, you've got to, really. So happy that I quit smoking. Yeah, man, Jared, bruv, you've just thrown a curveball at me, but I've got to smoke. It's driving me nuts. How long have I been on live? How long have we had? Wow, about an hour already. Wow, don't time fly. I shouldn't even really be smoking, but I don't care. I really don't. Does anybody else smoke? Has anybody else got that horrible habit? Let me take equality to the love. Love you too. True, yeah. I know. It's one of those things that I've always find very difficult. You see, I don't want to complain about people, but man, people believe in these crystals, or like I said, it's the same as the piece of paper. It's really just a commodity to make money, to be honest. It's a lot of people that can make money through products and stuff. And I'm not saying don't buy them if you believe in them, you like them, that's down to people. But me, I've never had that belief of crystals, and I've never had that belief of a piece of paper, or the fact that I should eat leaves and fish even, and you can't even eat fish, bro. You just got to eat lettuce, and that you can have spiritual awakenings and man, I've been eating chicken and stuff like that for ages, and I've had 60 or more awakenings, you know, and I've still got my gift and I still have my high vibration. It doesn't really matter, you know, as long as you answer a calling of something in life that makes you feel really good, that'll keep your vibration high. It doesn't matter what you eat and things like that. I'm not saying for people to eat unhealthy if you know, but me, I'm not someone that can ever really eat loads of healthy stuff all the time. I do eat fish is gross. Yeah, I don't mind fish. I don't mind some of it, but it's not the first thing that I ever go for. But yeah, I don't think that it works for you if it works for you, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, I find my own crystals here in Colorado, one of the most powerful. Yeah, I do have some, but like I said, I've bought so many crystals in the past, and they all just sit in a box in the cupboard. You know, it's kind of like I suppose it works, but you know, your intent. The best thing that you can ever use if you're going through stress is a piece of paper. A piece of paper is, oh dear diary, what can the matter be? So the matter is energy, right? And it's bad energy. So if you have bad energy and bad something that's a matter, if you tell it to a person, you're spreading gossip and karma to someone, because you would start bitching with people and you were like, yeah, it's they did me head in or something, and you tell it to friends, and you know. So if you use a piece of paper and you're like, oh dear diary, that's what a diary's for. What can the matter be? Well, diary, you know, so and so and so and so. You just use paper because it can't answer you back, and it's not a physical human being. It's just an energetic source that you're pouring out all your emotions. Wow, does anybody remember when I used the cup and the plate? Your emotions. So for 10 years at this vision now, half full, half empty. Is it half full or is it half empty? So this is your recycle bin of like a computer, and you stuff loads of memories in it, which is pictures and stuff that you do on your computer, on your phone, and all the tarot and everything else, and it all gathers up into your hard drive. Right, and you throw it in the trash, and then you empty the trash bin, and you think, okay, well that's not on my computer anymore. Well, it is, because it's in the hard drive of the computer that you can't see anymore, but it's there. And your computer starts to burn out after a while and says, man, you need a new computer. But it's really because you've got loads of stored data in your hard drive within your matrix system of your head. So your feelings start getting all sluggish because you've thought too much throughout the day that you were being a human. So you need to empty your trash bin in order to be able to let it in, right? So when you empty a load of thoughts and feelings onto a piece of paper, you've got it all out. You've had a good cry, you've let it all go, you're not holding anything back. You put it onto a piece of paper, and then you do the positive manifestation of telling yourself that, well, even that, because you're still kind of like, but you just refill it then. It refills. You have to learn to purge, to let things go, to let things in. It's all a quality of letting go, purging out, letting it go, letting it in, and not having the expectations that things are just going to turn out the way that you think. Because before you know it, you walk straight. Love walked in through my door. But it does. You have to let it out to let it in. Listen, it's like sex. It's like going to the toilet. Everything, right? It's the commodity. But when you eat stuff, you got to let stuff out, right? If you didn't, you get full up, you'd be ill, right? You won't be able to help it. You've got to let things out. Well, that's going a bit weird. But do you know what I'm saying? It's the same as a human being. You congest a load of stuff, a load of thoughts, but you eat and drink. You go to the toilet, you let it all go, you flush it away, you carry on with your day, right? It's the set. Everything is connected, but that's where it's connected. It's just a regurgitating system of getting rid of it, showing it, getting rid of it, and doing it again, and eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Right? Sex, what the... That's what I'm saying about the awakening. You've got to have good ones. If you can have good ones, trust me, they're memorable. You won't forget those moments. Everywhere for me, smoking. Yeah, they're coming in thick and fast. Even emotions is vibration, thoughts, emotions. Yeah, I know. It's not 4:20 here yet. Wow. Yeah, everything is emotional. Everything, right? It affects our emotions. People affect our emotions all of the time. All of the time. Like me now, I physically feel so much better and a higher vibration. And it's because I'm doing this, right? It's because I'm communicating via this, right? So it just makes me feel every time I do it and I hit that button, it just makes me feel energetically ready and high vibration all the time. Okay, that's just because I'm answering a calling. That's all that is. You answer a call, it answers you back. Okay, you get a question answer, it answers you back. I agree, you're right. So what was we looking for? Lottery numbers. So let's come up with listen. If you win the lottery, so can you give me some numbers for the lottery, please? You're gonna have to add these ones up because I'm illiterate and listen. I was dyslexic at school. Someone's emailing me. So you got 4, 0, and what's that? What's the emperor? Someone tell me what that is. Roman numerals. 1 and 5, is it? So they're your numbers. They're your numbers. What is the man? I don't even know. What is that as a number? The emperor. It's not 5, right? 3. Sorry. Is it? No, that's the empress. Empress 4. Right. Okay. Oh, that's a new one then. So if the emperor is 4, that's going to relate to Scorpio. So that would be Scorpio Aries. Scorpio Aries. So I actually found out today I needed to look. I kind of knew it anyway. I should have just looked at the card. But I wondered what relates to a 9 at Major Arcana. That's Virgo, right? But I need to brush up on some stuff. It's legal in Canada to smoke, isn't it? Smoke? What? Herb? I don't smoke marijuana. Anybody remember that one? Someone was saying about the Angel Radio thing and saying that man, I can't do this on live. Man, I need to see it. Who sang that? Someone was, when I was done the Angel Radio thing, I was mentioning in a reading and saying, I don't smoke the reefer. It's legal to grow up to 4 plants. Really? Oh my word, I'm coming to Canada. Well, I have, well, it's over there. CBD oil. Does anybody use CBD oil? CBD oil is very good. They're actually delivering loads of leaflets now to say they should be taking CBD oil. Yeah. Well, to be honest, I mean, it doesn't really matter whether it's legal or not, right? Because people are going to do it anyway. People have been smoking weed for years, like years and years and years and years and years. I mean, wow, you know, it's. I mean, the police here, as far as I know, they're like, just go on. Well, unless you're like got copious. I'm trying to think of that film now. Copious amounts of ganja. CBD is great. Yeah, you can, because it started coming up. It's expensive though, man. I'll show you the bottle, but this was this one here. But this one is actually full spectrum. Full spectrum, but that is 30 quid, £30 for that. So that would be what, $38, maybe $40. But yeah, about 30 quid for that. I haven't used it in a while. To be honest, like I said, like what do you call them? Like tablets and stuff that you take for health tablets and all that sort of stuff. I'll buy loads of things in the past, and I'll take them for like 3 or 4 days, and I'm like, man, this is, and I'll just forget to take them, won't take them, and I won't feel any different. I don't know. It goes a lot to this belief as well, you know. Is that things that on the YouTube and stuff like that, people can copy things so much, you know, they can copy things because they hear people saying it a lot. right? And if you hear someone saying it a lot, you just think, oh, say that a bit like time is linear, and the other one, which is law of attraction, and all of that stuff, and then it just spreads, and then people just spread and say, think, oh, I can say that, you know. And I don't know, I just see a lot of things where you only really say that because you hear it from a lot of people. You know, it's like hearsay. Yeah, I live on fiction and freedom. Yeah, it's I don't really know what happens in the UK, to be honest. Where's Kate? You'll know, right? Do you smoke, Paul? Yeah, that's it. That was you that commented, right? Do you smoke, Paul? It's like, no, I can smoke a pipe. Yeah. So what's happening with the president thing then over in America now? I really followed it for a while. Y'all lot stopped breaking into shops and stuff yet? It's calmed down in London, I think. Kate, has it stopped in London so much now? Like I said, I live in the outback, man. I live in a very quiet town. There's no drama really. It's just very quiet. We don't get bothered by a lot of things. And actually, to be honest, there's been people that have been stealing motors around here, and I ain't too happy about it. But yeah, people have been stealing cars, breaking into people's houses, right? These dirty little, but stealing, like going into people's houses, breaking in, finding their car keys, loading their car up with stuff, and then stealing it. Oh man, God, these people really does wind me up. So now we're on alert here. I live in a very quiet place and quite a decent neighbourhood, and yeah, now you can't have your window open or anything like that. If you're going to bed at night and it's hot, you've got to keep your window shut because they'll be straight in, and it's very annoying. The dollar's under constant security. What's that? No looting or shooting in London. Ain't seen now. Right, okay. So I haven't really ever been to London. I've been to London, London is not that far from here, about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I think I've only ever really been once or twice. I went on the Underground when I was going over to... that brought back a bad memory. When I was going over, to Australia. Oh dear. I'll leave that one. But when I was going over there to go on the London Underground, that was an experience. You're right, bro. Yeah, you're getting on. Yeah, I can't breathe or move or anything else or stand up off the way to Stansted. Was it Stansted or to Luton Airport? Yeah, London Underground, man. Wow, that was an experience. That whole thing was an experience. Wow. But let's see. So what have we got? The Kathy Bates experience, yeah. I don't know. She might even still be watching. I mean, I don't know. I don't never shed any blame for people, but that was a bad experience, man. That was with the Pisces as well. Oh dear. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm such a Piscean there at times. I kind of have that, Pisces are kind of like that. They just kind of like dream a lot, just kind of like up in the. Followed the heart. Yeah, I tell you what though, Australia, what a great place, man. When I, apart from that bit, when I was like, when I eventually got myself to the airport I eventually got there, and I booked a hotel and a room and everything else, man, and it was great. I went down, went to the boozer, started speaking to the locals, because Australian was really the heritage of the UK. We just had loads of pirates and stuff come from the UK over to Australia. Well, this was a long time ago, though, right? But yeah, hi Lisa, how you doing? What a nice surprise! Just got home from Speak Hooks to you. Thank you. How you doing? Heart on my lady. Yeah. So when I got there, I was kind of like, yeah, it was great. I just went down the beach and just spoke to loads of people. I was speaking about some medium stuff like I normally do and trying to sort out people's problems, and they were all gathering around like, oh really? Oh, you're a medium. Can we just have a minute? And I was counselling a couple whilst I was trying to get a hotel like booking. And but when I'd gone, I'm like a defenseless little fish half the time. But I've never really been out of this country, not really. And that was a really big step for me to take in order to go all the way to Australia. And so I was kind of like really putting myself into those situations. And but what a great place, man. It was good. But yeah, but it taught me a lot, to be honest, because I realised I had more strength than what I realised is that I can book holidays and I can go and I can just get on a plane and I can go and I can experience it. And you know, it was actually a lot of good growth. And to be honest, no matter what scenario you can come up in with life and say that it was really someone else's fault, it was really half of my own, you know, through doing that. But through doing that, at least what you found, the good stuff, was his courage and strength to be able to do it, right? And that at least you went for the experience to figure out what that was. And because it did turn out bad, you learn a lot through it. Because it's just like making a mistake as a child, and it's like, well, just let them do it, you know. And when you let them do it, they realise not to do things like that for themselves, you know. So, wow, thank you, Lisa. I'm kind of half babbling. You could likely make big money doing this at a bar. Yeah, I do want to travel. There are places I'd love to travel. I'd love to go to America and stuff like that, man. I went to money around this. It's but I went to America when I was really little. I think I was probably, well, I was at school, so I was probably about 14. And I went and done all of the the Mickey Mouse stuff and the all of the above, all that kind of thing, and the water world and all that. Man, I loved it. Food was great. Y'all get food over there. Damn, the burgers and everything that you lot have over there, we don't get nothing like that here. It's very meager kind of like food. But yeah, I would love to travel. I must admit, I really would love to travel. Going on tier 2 after this. Yeah, Lisa, it's changing a little bit. I've decided it's all still like tier 2 stuff. It is still going to be all the private things. But I've done the monthly as normal. But the first half, like the 1st to the 15th, I've decided, as I've got more time and 6 weeks off now, that I'm going to put the first bit on here, but it won't be, how am I going to explain it? It's the past and the present, but not the 1st to the 15th. It's some channeled messages and the past and the present, but the actual stuff that would normally go to tier 2, that is actually still just going to be there. Okay, so there's no actual 1st to the 15th reading. It's just stuff that I've got to put out for YouTube to try and get things going a bit. But you still do get that private stuff over there that you don't normally get on YouTube. So when you go to tier 2, then when it does come out for August, you get a full 1st to the 15th reading here, and then the other bit is who we've done so far: Gemini, Aries, Gemini, and I haven't done Taurus. I've done 2 or 3, I think. And then you get the partner, and then the life of what's going on here, and a little bit like you versus them, but adding everything in it. So that stuff is still going to tier 2. I hate having to keep explaining all of that sort of stuff. To be honest, my patrons are really keeping me going at the moment. I've got 6 weeks off unpaid work, but I'm fine. But yeah, 6 weeks off. How long have we been going? Hour and a half, man, time flies. So what I'd actually really like to do is some music stuff. We'll have to try and do another live one. Done that for a while. The old key mold. Disney World, yeah, that's where I went. Yeah, Disney World. Yeah. Hey, Bruno. Lisa Lou, hello. Now I've got so many different people that are Lisa. Treacle. There's a Lisa that's always Treacle. You right, Treacle? From London, originally was. But I've got different Lisas. Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, it does, yeah. But I'll have to try and do this more professionally next time. Not have the greatest blowing. Can you still hear that fan? It must be blowing. I'll only be able to know what it sounds like when it's finished. Hello, Treacle. Yeah, it is you, Treacle. You all right? You all right? I'm the oldest. I'm 44. Let's see. I don't even know what I'm doing, magician. So I think we could call that it, guys. What have we been, an hour and a half? 8 o'clock at night, bruv. What date are we on, actually? I'm your biggest fan. No, you're not. That thing there is my biggest fan. That is one of those big fans. What date are we on? 22nd. I might do a different reading tomorrow for people not on here. I'm gonna have to think what I'm gonna do on these ones here. It's very distracting because I normally just want to talk to everybody and really not concentrate on a reading. So I'm gonna have to think what to do for live. Has anybody got any suggestions? Fly me to the moon. I'm a Gemini moon. Yeah, so am I. Do you ever get confused? I get confused with myself. I do. Very difficult for me because I change my mind like the wind. I really do. I think no, okay, we're going to stick with the Patron stuff, and we're going to do that. And I'm like, well, we could do something different. Yeah, no, we'll do something different. And then it's like, oh, let's change that. And it's like sometimes I'm like this, like Gemini's, and I'm like, whoa, backwards and forwards in my head, and I'm like, Steve, man, you're doing my head in. It's my birthday tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday. So Leo then, right? Leo. I could do a Leo reading. Sagittarius moon. Wow. What's everybody's rising signs have you got? Mandy, have you found out yours yet? Very important. Isn't that what Kathy Bates said? I'm your number one fan. Oh, wow. Yeah, she did as well. Wow. Man, I mean, if I'm honest, I don't really care. I was scared. Like, I was scared. When I was there, man, I was scared. I really was scared. I gotta admit it. And it was, I didn't do anything. I really didn't. I was screamed at like a girl. But yeah, I was worried. So Kathy Bates said, just don't touch the thing. I'm going to have to watch that film again. There's some old stuff that I did put up that did have that in there. So you want to go to sleep, dear? So you want to go home, dear? Yeah, it wasn't a great experience. But at the time, she was talking to her ex at the time, but didn't tell me that. Taurus, Scorpio moon. Wow, Scorpio moon, Libra rising. Wow, what's that like having a Scorpio moon, Jared? Yeah, I've got rising, you probably know. Thank you, love your work. Thank you very much, Lisa. Yeah, Scorpio energies, man. I mean, it's difficult rising because my descending is Taurus, so they're both fixed. You know, they're both fixed. But that's just karmic. But misery, yeah.
Here are matches for misery. Misery. Misery loves comedy. Richard Lewis, Magical Misery Tour. Sweet Misery.
Yeah, it was.
Misery.
Yeah.
And misery loves company.
Oh man, there's a saying. Misery loves company. Misery loves company. And don't it just? Don't it just? Someone's asked for a personal reading. I will, if you're watching, I will get back to you as soon as we're finished. Misery loves company, don't it though? But don't we like our own company though? Does anybody else like their own company? I love my own company, man. I'm the only person that doesn't do my editing. I am the only person that doesn't get on. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I do have a Gemini moon, and I do get on my own nerves sometimes when I'm overthinking. But yeah, the only people that never really should do your editing is yourself, right? And if you do your own editing, then man, there's some problems there. Yeah, misery loves company. It does though. I think we all kind of do. You know, when you have those down in the dump moments, and you're just like, I just want some sort of company. I don't know though. I don't know. I don't have friends. I do, but I haven't seen my friends in ages. Like I don't really socialize with people. I don't know. I just like my own company. I do. I never used to, but like I said, I'm more Scorpio energy now. I used to be so codependent on friends and people. I used to be so needy, like I really did, and I got trapped like crap from friends, and I just needed human interaction, and I needed to be around my friends. And I used to get so upset when they didn't want to be around me, or I couldn't go and see them, and but now I'm completely the opposite now. Like I adore every minute that I have, and I love my own company. And it's kind of the opposite now, where I find it difficult to be around them for a long time. But I don't know, because I haven't been around humans for a while. I never get lonely. Yeah. Some people do, though. Misery loves comedy. Yeah. I don't know, it's too much. Siri normally says too much. Siri, what will the next lottery numbers be? Hey Siri, what will the lottery numbers be this week?
Okay, I found this on the web for what will the lottery numbers be this week.
That's not a lot.
Check it out.
No, that's not a lot of vote growth, is it? Click on this link, it'll tell you. Yeah, it's got to be strange coming for this. So I don't really know how you work it, because there's loads of game knobs and stuff. Or should I say that on television? But yeah, you can turn it up, turn it down, it gets louder, or God knows what. I'm going to have to get it set up. I have got over in there. Oh, we're off. Are we off? No. Oh, wow. Sorry. Something kind of went black. Over there, I have got a stand, and you can put it and then poke it here and then speak into it. So I might do that, because I'm sure this must cause vibrations in the fan and stuff like that. But I don't know what to do for actual readings, because it's weird doing readings via live. So I think we're going to call that it, guys. I'm sure everybody must be getting sick to death. What is the day? Oh, no, at work. I don't even know what the day is today. What is it? Wednesday. Right, so I think we're going to call that it, guys. So thank you all for subscribing and watching and hitting the thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And what's the life session today? Get on with my day, all the best. Yeah, have a good day. Have a good day. Obviously, I keep forgetting that it's daytime in a different country. But yeah, I hope you're all okay and that your readings will all come out very soon. I'll probably try and do something tomorrow. And then get prepared for August. Right, you've got some very strange readings coming up, guys, I must admit. But yeah, thank you all so much for sticking in there with me. I really do appreciate it. I really do. And it's great. Yeah, so we'll probably try and do some more live stuff. Like I said, I've got 6 weeks off, so I've got quite a bit of time on my hands in order to think up some kind of like mad magician kind of stuff. But I'm also going to be doing some music. Thanks, Mandy. Oh, Mandy, you came and you left me. All I need you today, oh, Mandy. Who sang that? Who was that who sang Mandy? What was that? I forget what his name was. Oh, Mandy, you came and you leave without saying. But I need you today, oh, Mandy. Okay, no more. All right. So thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate it. Zeph, thank you. Be well, love and light and all that sort of stuff. You know. Thanks, guys. I really do appreciate it. Okay, right. Bye. This is where we sit here for 10 minutes trying to figure out how to turn it off. Are you sure you want it? Yes, bruv, I'm sure to end stream. That's why I clicked the button. Are you sure you want to end the stream? Yes. Thanks, bye.